Welcome to Curiosity, the podcast where science meets wonder. Join us as we explore the fascinating, the innovative, and the unexpected, from the secrets of the cosmos to the marvels of everyday life. Each episode takes you on a journey to uncover the knowledge and stories that fuel our endless quest for understanding. Let your curiosity guide you.
From stone to society, the epic journey of the Stone Age. The Stone Age, the earliest and longest period in human history, stands as a monumental chapter in the story of humanity. Spanning millions of years, this era marked the very beginnings of human existence, innovation, and survival. It is during this time that humans evolved from primitive hominins to complex societies capable of shaping their environments and laying the groundwork for the civilizations to come. Defined by the use of stone tools, the Stone Age reflects humanity's first attempts to harness the resources of the natural world for survival, progress, and expression. The Stone Age began approximately 2.5 million years ago with the emergence of the first stone tools, crafted by early human ancestors known as hominins. This epoch, often divided into three major phases, Paleolithic, Mesolithic, and Neolithic, saw humanity's gradual mastery over its surroundings. In the Paleolithic era, early humans lived as hunter-gatherers, relying on the abundance of nature to provide sustenance. Survival demanded ingenuity, adaptability, and cooperation, as humans faced a world of harsh climates, predatory animals, and unpredictable resources. Stone tools, such as simple hand axes and scrapers, became their lifeline, allowing them to hunt, process food, and defend themselves against threats. As hominins like Homo habilis, Homo erectus, and later Homo sapiens emerged, they developed increasingly sophisticated tools and behaviors. The invention of fire, one of the most significant milestones in human history, likely occurred during this time. Fire provided warmth, protection, and a means to cook food, which not only improved nutrition but also fostered social interactions around communal hearths. The ability to control fire symbolized humanity's growing capacity to manipulate natural forces for its benefit, setting the stage for future innovations. The environment played a critical role in shaping Stone Age societies. During the Ice Ages, glaciers covered vast swathes of the earth, forcing early humans to adapt to extreme cold and changing landscapes. Nomadic lifestyles became essential, as people moved in search of food, shelter, and safety. This mobility fostered the spread of human populations across continents, with early migrations out of Africa marking a pivotal point in human evolution. These migrations brought humans into new environments, where they encountered diverse ecosystems, flora, and fauna, further influencing their tools, habits, and cultural practices. Art and symbolism began to emerge during the Stone Age, hinting at the cognitive and emotional depth of early humans. Cave paintings, such as those found in Lascaux, France, and Altamira, Spain, depict animals, hunting scenes, and abstract shapes, offering a glimpse into the spiritual and social lives of our ancestors. These artworks suggest that Stone Age humans had a profound connection with their surroundings, imbuing their world with meaning and creating a shared cultural identity. Similarly, the discovery of carved figurines, such as the Venus of Willendorf, reveals a fascination with fertility, survival, and perhaps the divine. The end of the Paleolithic period and the transition to the Mesolithic marked a gradual shift in lifestyles and technologies. As the climate warmed and glaciers retreated, humans began to experiment with new ways of living. The Mesolithic era introduced more refined tools, such as microliths, which were small, sharp stone tools used in composite weapons and tools. Fishing, gathering, and small-scale farming became more common, reflecting the growing diversification of human diets and the first steps towards settled communities. The Stone Age is not merely a period defined by rudimentary tools and survival, it represents the dawn of human ingenuity and creativity. It was an age of profound transformations, as humans learned to coexist with nature, harness its resources, and express their innermost thoughts and beliefs. This era laid the foundation for the agricultural revolutions and complex civilizations that would follow, underscoring its significance in the narrative of human history. As the Stone Age progressed into its middle phase, the Mesolithic period, humanity began to exhibit a marked shift in its relationship with the environment. This era, occurring roughly between 10,000 and 8,000 years ago depending on the region, bridged the gap between the hunter-gatherer existence of the Paleolithic and the agricultural innovations of the Neolithic. It was a time of experimentation, adaptation, and gradual change, influenced by the end of the last ice age and the emergence of more temperate climates. These environmental transformations opened new opportunities for survival and innovation, leading to the diversification of tools, technologies, and social structures. In the Mesolithic period, humans continued to refine their stone tools, creating implements that were smaller, more precise, and tailored to specific tasks. Microliths, tiny stone blades often set into wooden or bone handles, became a hallmark of this era. These composite tools were versatile and efficient, used for hunting, fishing, and crafting. The development of fishing nets, harpoons, and fish hooks during this time reflects humanity's increasing reliance on aquatic resources, especially in regions where rivers, lakes, and coastlines provided abundant food sources. The domestication of the dog, one of the first animals to form a close relationship with humans, also occurred during this period, symbolizing the deepening bond between humans and the natural world. The Mesolithic era witnessed significant changes in lifestyle as humans began to transition from nomadic to semi-sedentary ways of living. While hunting and gathering remained crucial, some groups started experimenting with cultivating plants and domesticating animals. Early evidence of cereal cultivation, such as wheat and barley, suggests that humans were beginning to manipulate their environments to ensure a more stable food supply. Similarly, the domestication of animals like sheep and goats marked the first steps toward a pastoral lifestyle. These developments did not happen uniformly across the globe but instead emerged independently in different regions, laying the groundwork for the agricultural revolutions that would define the Neolithic period. Art and culture continued to flourish during the Mesolithic, reflecting humanity's evolving cognitive and social complexity. Rock art, often depicting dynamic scenes of humans interacting with animals, hunting, or engaging in rituals, offers a glimpse into the spiritual and communal lives of these societies. Burial practices also became more elaborate, indicating a growing concern with concepts of life, death, and the afterlife. Graves containing personal belongings, tools, and ornaments suggest that Mesolithic humans had a strong sense of identity and believed in an existence beyond death. These cultural expressions underscore the deepening emotional and intellectual dimensions of human life. Social structures during the Mesolithic were likely more complex than in earlier periods, as groups became larger and more sedentary. Settlements, though still relatively small, began to appear in areas with abundant natural resources. These communities were often located near rivers, lakes, or fertile lands, allowing for a mix of foraging, fishing, and rudimentary agriculture. As populations grew, cooperation and organization became increasingly important, paving the way for more defined roles, trade, and collective decision-making. This gradual shift towards social stratification and resource management would become even more pronounced in the Neolithic era. The Mesolithic period also saw the emergence of regional diversity in cultures and technologies, reflecting the varying environmental conditions and challenges faced by different groups. In some areas, the shift to farming and settlement was rapid, while in others, hunting and gathering remained the dominant way of life for thousands of years. This diversity highlights the adaptability of humans and their ability to thrive in a wide range of environments, from the dense forests of Europe to the arid regions of the Near East. The Mesolithic era was a pivotal chapter in the Stone Age, representing a period of transition and transformation. It was a time when humanity began to take its first tentative steps towards shaping the environment and forging more permanent connections with the land and each other. These changes, though gradual, would set the stage for the Neolithic period, where agriculture, permanent settlements, and complex societies would come to define human existence. The Neolithic period, the final phase of the Stone Age, marked a transformative chapter in human history, as humanity moved from nomadic lifestyles to settled agricultural societies. This era, beginning around 10,000 BC in the Fertile Crescent and gradually spreading across the globe, is often referred to as the Neolithic Revolution due to the profound changes it brought to human life. Agriculture, animal domestication, and permanent settlements became defining features of this period, fundamentally altering the way humans interacted with their environment and each other. The transition to agriculture was one of the most significant milestones of the Neolithic era. For the first time, humans actively cultivated crops such as wheat, barley, rice, and maize, shifting from foraging to farming. This development was not merely a change in subsistence strategy, it represented a complete reorganization of human society. Farming allowed for a more stable and predictable food supply, enabling populations to grow and communities to flourish. It also required new tools and techniques, such as plows and irrigation systems, showcasing the ingenuity of Neolithic societies. The mastery of agriculture, while initially localized, eventually spread to other parts of the world, adapting to various climates and landscapes. Alongside crop cultivation, the domestication of animals became a cornerstone of Neolithic life. Sheep, goats, cattle, and pigs were among the first animals to be domesticated, providing meat, milk, wool, and labor. This symbiotic relationship between humans and animals not only ensured a reliable source of food and resources but also transformed the dynamics of human settlements. Herding and pastoralism became common practices, further enhancing the economic and social stability of Neolithic communities. Permanent settlements began to emerge as a result of these agricultural advancements. Villages and towns replaced the temporary camps of earlier periods, with sites like Catalhoyuk in present-day Turkey and Jericho in the Levant standing as remarkable examples of early urban planning. These settlements, often surrounded by defensive walls, showcased the growing complexity of Neolithic societies. Houses were constructed from materials such as mud bricks and wood, reflecting both the ingenuity and resourcefulness of their builders. The establishment of permanent dwellings also fostered a sense of community and identity, as people began to see themselves as part of a larger, enduring collective. Social structures in the Neolithic era became more complex, with the division of labor and the accumulation of surplus resources leading to the emergence of hierarchies. Specialized roles, such as farmers, potters, weavers, and leaders, began to take shape, marking the beginnings of social stratification. The concept of property and ownership likely emerged during this time, as individuals and families claimed land and resources for cultivation and livestock. This shift in social organization laid the groundwork for the complex civilizations that would follow, as trade, governance, and cultural exchange became increasingly integral to human life. Art and culture flourished in the Neolithic era, reflecting the changing values and beliefs of these early agricultural societies. Pottery, often intricately decorated, became a common feature of Neolithic life, serving both practical and aesthetic purposes. Megalithic structures, such as Stonehenge in England and the temples of Malta, stand as enduring testaments to the architectural and engineering achievements of the period. These monuments, often associated with religious or ceremonial purposes, hint at the spiritual and communal life of Neolithic peoples. Burial practices also became more elaborate, with tombs and grave goods reflecting a belief in an afterlife and a growing emphasis on the individual within the community. The Neolithic period also saw the domestication of plants and animals extend to a cultural level, as humans began to manipulate their surroundings in increasingly sophisticated ways. The development of textiles, for example, allowed for the production of clothing from domesticated plants like flax and animals like sheep. This innovation not only enhanced human comfort and expression but also contributed to trade and economic growth. Despite its many advancements, the Neolithic era was not without challenges. The shift to agriculture brought with it new vulnerabilities, such as dependence on specific crops, susceptibility to famine, and the spread of diseases in larger, denser populations. These challenges, however, did not diminish the era's transformative impact. The innovations of the Neolithic period laid the foundation for the Bronze Age and the rise of civilizations, marking the Stone Age as a crucial chapter in the human story. The end of the Neolithic era was marked by the advent of metallurgy and the use of bronze tools, signaling the beginning of a new technological and cultural epoch. Yet, the legacy of the Stone Age endures, as it represents the dawn of human ingenuity, adaptability, and resilience. From the first stone tools to the rise of agriculture and permanent settlements, the Stone Age encapsulates the earliest and most profound steps in humanity's journey towards shaping the world and its future.